Simple interest versus compound interest. John's Journey for the Better Account by David Caputo. So there is a man named John. Hey John. And he wants to start an account since he has quite a bit of funds to deposit. With his funds, John sets out to collect some interest information from 2 local banks. John makes his presence known as he enters the first bank, and an employee comes to assist him. John explains the situation about possibly starting an account since he has funds he wants to deposit. She explains to John that this bank offers 5% simple interest on an account. As John soaked up this information, he wondered about another version of interest since she emphasized simple. John enters the second bank and repeats his proposal as he did for the first bank. She tells him this bank offers 4% yearly compounded interest on our accounts. John wondered yet again and about this other concept called compound interest. John returned home feeling confused and defeated. But then, I'll tell my friend, he knows. John invited his professional friend David into the picture. John asks David about the difference between compound and simple interest. David begins explaining about simple interest using 5% and an amount of $1,000, for example. You will get $50 added to your account by the end of the first year, and another $50 by the end of the second year. The key detail is simple interest is calculated by the rate and the initial deposit. John thought to himself, I better make a note about the initial deposit. It sounds important. For compound interest, let's use 5% as before, and it is yearly compounded. And let's use $1,000 again. At the end of the first year, you will get $50 in interest, but at the end of the second year, you will receive $52.50 in interest. The key detail of compound interest is that it grows interest on the interest that was made before. And interest on the amount you deposit, of course, provided too that you didn't make a withdrawal. So what you are saying is I could choose to have my money grow more quickly if the interest rate is compounded, and hence compounded interest? Exactly. So John returned to the second bank with his decision. I would like to open a new account here. And so John opened an account with the second bank. John was pleased by his decision, and the bank too for having a new customer. John returned home, proud of his new understanding of interest, but came to find David outside his home. John invited David into his house and wondered why he was here. Are you ready for a lesson in force of interest?
Created using Powtoon.